the country. Throughout North America, we're on the road. It's Pau Hana Travels, here we go.
Hi, I'm Stacy.
And I'm Gary.
And we are Pau Hana Travels. So today one of our viewers asked to see our rig. We've given several tours at our Escapers convergences, but we haven't focused a video solely on our rig, both inside and out, so we thought we'd do that for you today.
Sure. I think what we're going to do is do an inside tour today, and then at a later time when it's a bit more appealing outside
and a little more room.
And a little warmer, we'll probably do an outside tour. So why don't you come on inside and join us.
Hi, Spirit.
Hi, Spirit.
Are you guarding the front door?
Yeah. Can we go inside? Where are you going?
Thank you. So this is our Fleetwood Discovery 37R. Come on in, I'll give you a full tour of the disco. Welcome to the front half of the disco. This is where we spend most of our time, obviously, on travel days. I'll start over here. This is our fix-it list for our dealer. It could be used for many other reasons, but right now
we got a few things that the dealer needs to work on for us. So.
But it's great. It came this way. This was not a modification. Great way to keep memos intact. This compartment here is our entertainment center. We have our satellite system, our Blu-ray player. This is our road navigation that we put on the dash. Normally it sits right here when we're traveling so Gary can see it and I can glance over and see it as well. I use it a lot to see how fast Gary's going.
What are you checking my speed? What?
And in this cabinet we also have our WeBoost cellular booster, which boosts 4 bands of cellular, so basically all the networks. If we're in a low cellular area, for example, where we are right now, we have to turn on the booster so we can get AT&T and Verizon to come through. This is also where we turn on and off our main dome satellite, and this is where we can switch to on-air digital service through our television. We also keep our walkie-talkies here. We never use them though. This cabinet over here is basically our catch-all for our media, all our DVDs for when we don't have satellite or we're just up for a movie. These are the movies we carry on board. Also a lot of our books and our guides and cookbooks.
So what's the main topic of those books?
It's 50-50 pretty much of places to camp and cookbooks.
A lot of state park guides, national park guides, and such like that.
Low cost parking.
BLM books.
Camping with the Corps of
You might even
Engineers.
find a couple of photography books in there too.
Yeah, something I'm starting to dabble in.
Yep.
Also just little catch bags. 31 bags are awesome for things like this. Especially Emery board. Driving down the road, gotta do my nails.
That's an emergency situation there.
Well, hey, it's life. This cabinet is basically our control center of everything that we have to do with the rig. Right here, this tests all our tanks. This shows our propane is full. We just filled today. Our fresh is almost full, and our black and gray tanks are empty, and that's because we just pulled into a site and dumped today. This is our dual water heater function. Right now we are hooked up on power, so we're using the electricity to heat our water. However, we also can heat our water with propane. This is our generator command center. That's more of a you thing.
So yeah, the generator, Onan generator auto start thing is basically, it controls every parameter of the generator. From auto start to charging the batteries, what size batteries you have, and all this and that. It's got manual, auto, and also a quiet time function where if you're in a campground where there's quiet time hours, you can set those hours, and the generator won't run during those hours. It just kind of knows it.
It also is tied into our thermostat system. So if our motorhome gets, say in the summertime, it gets too hot, we'll set it at, say, 85 degrees. It will then kick on the generator if we're boondocking. It will kick on the generator, turn on the generator so then the AC can turn on and keep our animals cool. So don't always assume that if you see animals in a motorhome on a hot day that they're not comfortable, because options like this make life very livable when you're not hooked up to shore power. This is just a control power system that monitors our amperage from shore power. This is our lovely upgraded Magnum Energy Control Center. Basically, it tells us what the state of our batteries are and how they're doing.
Right now we're plugged in and we're charging, so we're 89% on our batteries, state of charge. And you know, it goes through and tells us the life of the batteries, or what we've used each day, what solar we're bringing in, how efficient our solar panels are on that specific day. It's a really nice tool to manage our inverter and our solar controller all in one remote box.
Also, and again, this is just our temperature control for both zones. We have a 2-zone system that runs on gas and electric, and then our electric is a heat pump.
And that there is just select various options for putting our slides in and out. See, there we go. So we got passenger slide, door awning, patio awning, step cover, driver's side slide. So we can scroll through the specific areas and operate them as needed. And then up in here is our LCI leveling system. Yeah. It's push button automatic type thing, and there's another option for manual override if you need to make any adjustments to it. For the most part, it works pretty good.
Long gone are the days of self-leveling.
Yeah, you don't have to do it yourself.
With our fifth wheels. Next up is just another nice cubby above the passenger seat. We use this to keep our flashlights, lantern, umbrella, binoculars. I also keep our registration information close, so if I ever need it for checking into a campground, all important sparklers, dog poop bags.
But it's stuff you need outside, you know, and it's right by the door, quick and easy to get to.
Also, one modification I did do is I put a little, this is just an office
file holder.
I got it at Office Depot. I wedged it in there so I can put maps and magazines and stuff, so I have easy access when we're on the road. As you can see, we do have a dual privacy shade. This is the shade so we can still see out, and then behind it we can do a complete privacy. So
and Sophie gets scared when it comes down. Where am I getting, Mommy? No!
Makes it nice so we can completely close up and be in pretty good darkness. This will also help when we're in Alaska this summer, when we are in the land of the midnight sun, so we can sleep. We've also added, turn it on here, some LED strip lighting in our windshield just for a little look at us.
You can see the LED lights on the side of the A-pillar there. And it's on both sides.
Nice view of the campground here at Sunset Bay.
And then we also hang our name banner right there. Who we are. We hang it on the inside of the window. A little suction cup hook. That works pretty good. And here is the cockpit driver's side of our 37R. You can see over by the window, we've got that little, what looks like a cell phone, but actually that's our tire pressure monitoring system. There you go. That monitors all the tires on our motorhome as well as the tires on our truck when we tow it. So we can take a look and see what pressure the tires are at and also the temperature of the tires. And we've got 2 monitors down here. They're turned off right now. But the monitor on the left side is our navigation and radio, satellite radio, FM radio, and a whole bunch of other stuff. On the right side we got our backup camera, and also our turn signal cameras are in that monitor as well. When we turn left, the left camera comes on obviously, and when we turn right, the right camera comes on. That's really nice, a safety feature when you're driving down the highway and you got traffic around you. And then various controls down here for heat and AC, and then other controls for the fans and blinds. You can turn on the generator there, and as you can see, there's also USB ports and 12-volt accessory ports, which is really nice to have in the cockpit.
One thing that we did add to the wall is just a nice leash holder that we can easily grab whenever we want to take the dogs out for a walk. However, it's kind of turned into our key holder versus leashes. Leashes work better by the door. We also put in a little map container.
There's a lot of stuff going on down here in this
There is. This is also another modification that I added. It's another one of those little cardboard file holders from Staples or Office Depot. Just because going down the road, I didn't have places to put my phone, sunglasses, pens. So it's kind of become my little catch-all for when we're driving.
Great place for your headphones too. Those are your editing headphones.
Yes, those are my editing
headphones. And then down below that is another pocket we put in there to hold maps, and looks like we've got a tablet in there and another campground guide. So that's stuff we added in just for our convenience to have with us and handy at all times. Take a second and read the sign. That's kind of what we live by nowadays.
This has a special place in our hearts.
Sure does.
My 90-year-old grandmother gave this to me right before she passed away. So we're going to live by that, Grandma Katie.
Yes. We love our ride.
So right here, you're probably wondering what this is. This is the WeBoost paddle.
Antenna paddle.
Antenna paddle. That when we're boosting, if our type of system that we have, we actually need to put our device right on this paddle for it to be boosted. So say my hand is my cell phone, it would need to be on there to boost to get signal, better signal. However, we use jetpacks for our data signal. So what we've done, by the way, Velcro.
Velcro's a nice thing.
Velcro's my friend. We have taken our jetpacks and we put Velcro on the back of them, and they just stick right onto the paddle. That way they are boosting a stronger signal into our motorhome.
And both of them can work together, so it can bounce back and forth between the different networks. And actually, I've seen my phone bounce back and forth between different networks while sitting in one spot. Yeah. It's just the phone picks up the strongest signal, so it's kind of cool.
And we just have the power cords when we need to charge them from our power source right here.
Yeah, there's a 120 volt power source right there.
Hey guys, we had so much fun showing you our rig that we kind of talked a lot.
Quite a bit too much. It's like way too long.
So we've decided we're going to break up this video into several different segments. So please stay tuned for our next segment.
Bye-bye.
As always, if you liked our video, please give us a thumbs up down below, leave us a comment, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. We thank you for watching.
And until next time,
Pau Hana!